Distributive property with two-step equations. So first of all, I want to just review distributive property. So in distributive property, you take the term that's outside of the parentheses and you multiply it by everything inside the parentheses. So one strategy I do is I make these little arrows just to remind myself that I'm multiplying that -2 by everything inside the parentheses. So -2 times 4x, I get -8x. Now, I'm going to take the -2 and I want to multiply it by that whole term, which is -7. So -2 times -7 becomes +14. Okay? So when I simplify, that is how it looks. Let me do the other one. So same thing, I'm going to make my little arrows here to remind myself. -7 times 2x is -4x. And then -7 times 3 is -21. All right, so that -4x minus 21 is how that is simplified. All right, now I'm going to show you how we put this together with two-step equations. All right, so now we're going to do our same thing. We're going to take our 5, which is on the outside of parentheses, and we're going to distribute. So our first thing we need to do is our distributive property. So we're going to take the 5 and multiply it by everything inside the parentheses. So 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times -3 is -15, which becomes 10x minus 15. I bring down everything else I didn't use. All right, and now I have a two-step problem. So my next step is to eliminate the constant. And in this case, the constant is here, the -15. So I'm going to do the opposite of that. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides of the equal sign. Bring down my 10x. So I have 10x equals -35 plus 15 is -20. I didn't have to do anything with the -15 plus 15 because they cancel out. And my final step is to eliminate the coefficient. The coefficient is the term that has a variable with it, so I'm going to eliminate the coefficient by doing the opposite. 10x means 10 times x, so the opposite is to divide both sides of the equal sign by 10. 10x divided by 10 is just x, or 1x. -20 divided by 10 is -2. All right. Same steps over here. I'm going to take my 2 and do my distributive property first. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times -8x is -16x. Bring down my equals 22. And now I'm ready to eliminate my constant. Well, my constant is 6. The opposite of that +6 is to subtract 6. So I'll subtract 6 from both sides of the equal sign. 6 minus 6 gets canceled out. I see a lot of people make a mistake right here. You need to bring down that negative sign that goes with the 16. So you're bringing down -16x. And then 22 minus 6 is 16. Our final step is to eliminate the coefficient. Our coefficient is -16. So we're going to divide by -16. -16x divided by -16. Any number divided by itself is just 1, or 1x in this case. And 16 divided by -16 is -1. Okay. So that is the process, and here are the official steps over here of how you work with two-step equations in distributive property, and you'd always want to go back and check your work. And thank you very much.